Hello, my friends. Today we're going to take a look at critical thinking questions for your next interview. These are very spur of the moment, so just feel free to answer anyhow you will. These will test your ability to think on your feet. These do not have canned answers or preconceived answers. So if you ever encounter these in an interview, go with your gut. Put your best foot forward and just go. Here's your first one. If you could have any superpower, what would it be and why? Good. I hope you answered that one. Well, if I could have any superpower, I would choose telekinesis because it would allow me to accomplish tasks more efficiently and effectively without physical limitations. I'll be able to move stuff with my mind. You know what I mean? All right, next question. If you could be any fictional character, who would you be and why? Okay. Hit the pause button for more time if you need to say more. But my answer would be, I would be Doctor Who if I could choose a fictional character, because Doctor Who has the ability to travel through time and space, and Doctor Who is dedicated to helping others fight for what is right. The Doctor's intelligence, bravery, and compassion are qualities that I admire and strive to embody in my own life. Additionally, being a Time Lord would provide endless opportunities for adventure and exploration, which would be exciting and fulfilling. Next question. If you could eliminate one thing in your life, your daily routine, what would it be and why? All right, so you could answer like this. If I could eliminate one thing from my daily routine, it's got to be my time commute, because it could be very stressful, time consuming, and I would prefer to use that time for other productive activities. Next question. If you were stranded on a deserted island and could only bring three things, what would they be and why? Okay, so you can answer like this. If I was stranded on an island, I would bring a satellite phone to call home or call for help, a knife for survival, and a solar-powered flashlight to see in the dark. Next question. If you could have dinner with any historical figure, who would it be and why? All right. Now my answer, I could say, if I could have dinner with any historical figure, probably be Mahatma Gandhi, because of his non-violent philosophy and his leadership in India's independence movement. Next question. If you were a salad, what type of dressing would you have and why? All right. So I would answer like this. If I were a salad, I would have balsamic vinaigrette dressing because it is versatile and flavorful. And in addition to that, I'm trying to cut carbs. So I would like anyone who eats the salad to not have a whole bunch of carbs while enjoying the taste. Next question. If you were a tree, what type of tree would you be and why? All right, so you could answer like, if I were a tree, I would be a redwood tree because they are tall, strong, and long-lived, and they provide shelter and sustenance for many different species. Next question. If you could live in any era, which would you choose and why? All right. If I could live in any era, I would choose the Renaissance period because it was a time of great cultural, scientific, and artistic development, and I would love to experience that firsthand. Next question. If you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go and why? It really depends on where you've been, where you haven't, but I would answer like this. If I could travel anywhere in the world, I would love to go to Japan because of its unique culture, history, and cuisine. And I would love to explore its cities and countrysides and natural beauty. Next question. If you could trade places with someone for a day, who would it be and why? So being someone who enjoys leadership, I would say, if I could trade places with someone for a day, I would choose a CEO of a Fortune 500 company because I would love to experience the decision-making, leadership, of course, and strategic planning skills required to run a successful business at that scale. Next question. If you could learn any skill, what would it be and why? I would answer like this. If I could choose any skill, I would choose to learn a new language because it would open up new opportunities for communication learning and personal growth, and it would enhance my cultural awareness, my empathy, and my ability to train across various cultures. Next question. If you could go back in time and witness any event in history, what would it be and why? Now you could answer something like this. If I could go back in time, I would choose to witness the signing of the Declaration of Independence because it was a pivotal moment in American history. I would love to see the passion and the faces of the people who are behind it. Next question. If you were stranded on a deserted island and could only have 3 items, what would they be? So, similar question, right, as what I asked before. So you could answer it in a variety of ways. If I was stranded on a deserted island, I would bring a knife, a water purifier, and a sturdy shelter. And the reason is a knife is very versatile. It could help me create other tools and hunt for food. A water purifier is essential for staying hydrated and preventing illness while being hydrated. And a sturdy shelter would protect me from the elements and provide a good place for me to rest. All right, next question. If you could eat only one food for the rest of your life, what would it be and why? So your answer could be, I would choose pizza because it is versatile and it can be made with a variety of toppings to provide different flavors and nutrients. Next question. If you could travel back in time to any era, which one would you choose and why? So I've asked you this question before, so repeat. Practice again. And I told you I would love to go to the Renaissance period because it was great. I would like to meet a lot of those people I've read about. I would love to experience the art and the scientific explosion firsthand. Okay, next question. If you were given the opportunity to have dinner with any historical figure, who would it be and why? Very similar to the previous one, I told you I would like to meet Mahatma Gandhi. Who would you like to meet? Would you like to have dinner with them? Okay. All right, let's move on. Next question. If you could only keep 5 possessions, what would they be and why? All right, as someone in this crazy evolving age, I would like to keep my phone, that's for sure, my laptop, family photos, my passport, and a favorite book. Now, of course, my phone and my laptop will be essential for staying connected to my work and people that surround me and my business. My passport will let me travel, bail out whenever I need to. Family photos remind me of loved ones. Favorite book gives me comfort and inspiration. All right. Next question. If you could switch lives with anyone for a day, who would it be and why? So I answered CEO, Fortune 500 last time. What will you answer this time? So you could say something to the effect of, if I could switch lives with anyone for a day, I would love to switch lives with an astronaut because it would be an incredible experience to see Earth from space and participate in scientific research and exploration. Okay, next question, one of my favorites. If you were a superhero, what power would you have and why? All right, so if I was a superhero, I would love to have the power of Sue Richards, building an invisible force field around everyone who needs to be protected from anything at any time. All right, let's move on to the next one. If you could create a new holiday, what would it be and how would it be celebrated? You could get really creative here. So a sample answer would be something along the lines of, I would create a holiday called Community Appreciation Day where people could volunteer and give back to their local community through service projects and activities, and it will be celebrated by organizing events and activities to bring people together and foster a sense of community. All right. Next question. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would you choose and why? Okay. The sample answer could be along the lines of, I would choose to live in New Zealand because it has beautiful scenery, a welcoming culture, a strong focus on environmental sustainability. Next question. If you could change one thing about the world, what would it be and why? This is a kind of popular one, so think. Okay. So I would say I would like to eliminate poverty if I could change one thing in the world, because it is a root cause of many social and economic issues, and it impacts millions of people around the world. By reducing poverty, we could improve people's health, their education, and their quality of life. Next question. If you could choose any fictional place to visit, where would you go and why? This is a very biased answer I will give. Hit the pause button to give yours. Now this is mine. Being the Marvel junkie I am, I would say if I could choose a fictional place to visit, I would love to visit with Professor X and visit the X-Men's mansion. It's a fascinating place with all sorts of advancement in technology, unique individuals with extraordinary abilities. I've always been interested in the concepts of mutants and their place in society. I'm a Marvel junkie, self-professed Marvel comic junkie. My mom actually had to stop me from reading Marvel comics growing up because I was so addicted to Marvel comics, especially Spider-Man and the X-Men. Plus, who wouldn't want to ride in the Blackbird or play a game of Danger Room Simulation with Professor X and the rest of them? Okay. Well, that's it, my friends. These are all unconventional questions, and these kinds of questions can be hugely valuable to you in a job interview because they provide an opportunity for the interviewer to gauge your thought process, to gauge your problem-solving skills. So when you get questions like this, it normally asks what, and why. And the reason why they're asking the why, they're testing to see if you're just throwing out a question or if you're really following a thought process, a problem-solving, decision-making process. Rationalization, you know what I mean? I hope you found these to be helpful, and I wish you all the very best in your next interview. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, share with your friends, and check out the channel for more. Bye for now.